Welcome to Squat Rex. Today we're going to talk about some prehabilitation exercises and some exercises you can do to improve your GPP or your general physical preparedness. If you're like me and training time is pretty limited, one of the first things to go from our training schedule are exercises geared at restoring balance to our muscles, improving coordination. The small exercises that don't translate into direct squat gains, the exercises that you don't really load up the muscles with. I'm going to suggest 12 exercises to you that I have found to be exercises that are fun and challenging and at the same time keep you healthy. An excellent exercise for the abs are the ab pull downs. You can do it on just about any lat pull down machine. You'll probably want to use a different handle than the one I'm using here. Probably a rope attachment or parallel grip attachment will be more comfortable for your wrists and your arms. You'll set yourself up in front facing away from the lat pull down machine. You don't have a pad, or if you choose to step a little bit away from that, in some ways that'll be less stable and probably better for your core. You'll start by bringing your hands to your head. You'll contract the abs, and then you'll pull down using your abs and your hip flexors. It's a great ab exercise without any stress on the lower back. We've talked about lunges before, and they really are one of the best unilateral exercises that you can do for the hips and for the legs. There are many variations of the lunge. Probably the easiest to use and the one that will help you get into a really good position consistently is the step back lunge. Instead of stepping forward or walking with this lunge, you're simply going to step back into the movement and then do your lunge. Come back, the other leg steps back into your lunge. You want to be really careful again about pounding the knee into the ground. Terminal knee extensions, TKEs, are an exercise that's often prescribed for knee rehabilitation. It works the vastus medialis and the inner quads. It really only challenges the last 30 degrees of knee extension. You can do this on the ground with a towel and pressing against the towel, or you can set yourself up with some jump stretch bands if you have access to them. You're going to have an anchor point set out in front of the knee. You're going to put your foot through, and then you're going to work the last 30 degrees or so of a knee extension. It doesn't seem like much, but it's an excellent exercise. Bands really are a very versatile tool that you can use in the weight room for a lot of different applications. Leg curls with bands are a really great hamstring exercise, and unlike a lot of other hamstring exercises, it really hits you at the very end of the range of motion. Give those a shot. If you have a sled, you can use a sled for a lot of exercises, and a lot of prehab, rehab exercises. If you don't have access to a sled, you can improvise using an Army duffel bag, which is what I'm using today. Or you can create something using a tire, a pallet, a piece of wood, a sheet of metal. Any of those things can be used in place of a sled. One exercise that's just a very basic one is just pulling the sled, walking backwards, and that again will hit the BMO. One-legged deadlifts are an excellent glute hamstring activator. And they're also an excellent way to help you stabilize laterally. You can use a pair of dumbbells, a pair of kettlebells, or if you don't have those, you can just use plates. From here, you're going to start at the top, and your back leg is going to be behind you. You're going to balance on this one leg and come down into a deadlift. And from there, you're going to come up under control. Now, if you have balance, you can continue this for reps. Don't hesitate to put down the foot if you lose control throughout the movement. One-legged deadlift.